Hi. Right now I'm just in Seattle. I've been looking around and stuff like that. There's a whole lot of things I would like to try to talk about, so I came back to Seattle just a couple of days ago just to visit. Basically also to give my brother-in-law the ashes of my partner. Long story short, my partner passed away in May, a day before my birthday. I feel like that was the most devastating thing, really, to lose a spouse. Even though we have been like having fights and everything like that, and even to the point of divorce. And I feel like an idiot making the worst mistakes. So right now, well, that has passed, but the feeling of guilt and grief is still very strong. Because again, it's only been a couple of months, but it still feels like hell. I just regret everything. I just keep regretting so much. I just feel like I should have done better. And not only did I want to try to get back to Seattle, which I did, for the service, well, but I also try to see the Seattle I missed so much for all these months, for all these years too. I've been out to Arizona for 2 years, and now I'm visiting Seattle, so I'm hoping to try to just try to kind of think things out. I'm glad I'd be able to come to Seattle to see things again. Only problem is that things have changed a lot, and I hate to say it, it felt like it was getting worse. Worse in the sense that everything is so expensive. There's a lot of things are just don't feel like there's worth coming to visit anymore. Things that I used to really look forward to. Some things still here, but other things seem to just be kind of going away. Not that I wouldn't still come visit Seattle again some other time. It's just probably won't be for much of the things I was looking forward to. So tomorrow I'll be just heading back off home on a Greyhound bus. I took a flight down. The reason why I want to take a Greyhound was because unfortunately it seemed like the only cheapest route back because everything else decides to be super duper expensive. It's ironic because when I took a round flight, it was just below 350, I think, and that was not too bad. But now trying to get a one-way back, well, because my I missed my return flight only because um, my brother-in-law was still in the hospital and I'm not getting anything taken care of just yet. He's finally now out of the hospital. It just feels like everything's gone a chaotic mess. He wanted to have the ashes of both of his siblings passed away. One was my partner, my spouse, and the other one was my other brother-in-law who passed away. And wanted them in Ohio to be with the family. So I might, maybe in a month or two, give or take, come visit him, depending on him, really. He said he's been wanting to go to, West Virginia, got everything going for him. It's just been a lot of other problems going on, too, especially with a lot of things that have been going on with grief and everything like that, so the idea of losing both of your siblings and being the only person out there And I have been one of very few people, who ever be there for him. I can't bear that feeling. Like, almost feel like nobody cares about you, even though that may not really be true. It just feels like that. One other thing too is I'm kind of worried because I really wanted to do traveling, but everything is just so expensive that I wanted to honor my spouse's wish to visit 50 states. I may still do that, but it's probably going to take a bit more time and a lot of money involved. But also, I wanted to go to Japan and heard about it opening up, but I'm just worried that it might not be open up, or might just be a lot more expensive, a lot more restricted. I hope not, but because I've really been wanting to go to Japan since forever. And when I finally start getting some money, this stupid COVID nonsense hit. It's the whole world decided to shut down, start freaking out. Like, we never ever had diseases and all a bunch of scary viruses before COVID or something. Oh, everything's all pleasant and nice, then COVID, Yeah, I guess we haven't heard of a thing called a Spanish flu, or yellow fever, or bubonic plague, or other sort of stuff. Sorry, I'm just ranting about that, and I don't really want to get into this whole thing about the virus and stuff. But I'm still gonna try to make it to Japan, especially because my spouse wanted to go to Japan with me and wanted to try to go there. He also said that he wanted to have his ashes sprinkled on Mount Fuji. I'm not sure I could be able to do that or not, but I guess I won't say anything else, because let's just say I'm not gonna do that. So, anyway, I would like to try and make sure that my spouse's wish was met, so it's just sad because it feels like everything I knew and loved seems to be fading away. I don't like that feeling, but I don't know what else to do. I never really liked being alone. But then again, I'm not exactly saying I want to just get into another relationship anytime soon. I mean, it'd be nice to meet someone, but get to know first, because I really don't like the idea of just, I mean, I'm not sure how to say it, because it sounds stupid, because I don't know what else I'm gonna be doing in my life, because I have no intention of staying with my family or staying in Arizona forever, so don't get me wrong, I love my family and all that, so it's not that I hate them or anything like that. I never hate my family. It's just I do hate Arizona, and it's just a terrible weather. I just can't stand the heat. But that is one of the reasons why I want to leave that place. Plus, I do like to try to visit and see other places, and hoping that I could be able to do that. I do thought too, maybe, not sure if like go back to school, or maybe, well, I guess you call a trade or technical school, so, because I don't like the idea of going to college, because we already know how things are in college, and I don't like the idea. Um, but I am hoping to try and find myself in a much better job position in some couple of years. Um, I'm not sure what, like medical field maybe. Um, could be like say a nurse. I don't know, or maybe something else, something that really gives a lot more money. Especially if I want to actually buy a house. That's another thing too. Is why I want to have a relationship. I want to be able to. I just, what's the point of just feeling like doing nothing? I've been hearing a lot of things. I've been reading up a lot of people speaking up about like not want to be in a relationship but more like prefer to be single, like oh being single is better, stuff like that. Maybe for you, but for me it's just not for me. I never the type to like just be alone. And that's one thing that's really upsetting too about my partner before he passed away was that he knew that I didn't like being alone. I mean, I just didn't like being mistreated, but yeah, I didn't like being alone. But again, like I just said, I'm not gonna jump into another relationship because that was a pretty stupid thing to do. Especially since you don't know if the other person is gonna really be a decent person. Because there are people that are trying to take advantage of you, to try to hurt you. And I think I want to put this video in my other channel because the one I've been working with, Red Pill Samurai, I'm still gonna use it. I don't know, it just feels like, I mean, I'll put that on the Red Pill Samurai channel as well because why not? I guess I just want to try and really reach out somehow. Just, I don't know. I'm not sure what I mean by reach out, so. And for some silly reason, I'm starting to feel like kind of freaking myself out for some reason. And by that, I mean, you know, that's kind of a stupid thing because I've been watching a lot of really silly videos on ghosts and stuff like that, and so I guess I'm kind of freaking myself out just a little bit. Not that I'm a believer, and I really, really hope I don't start getting proven wrong in a real rude awakening. But who knows? It's just because I was kind of feeling like something is in this room. I don't know. I'm just freaking myself out a little bit, so. Again, I hope I don't get anything. But you know, maybe, I don't know. No. I just feel like. I just feel like I want to just head back home. I try to just relax for a while and focus on my work so I can save up. Because right now I've been spending a lot more than I was hoping to spend. Because say like spending like over $100 on for the room yesterday because well my aunt was going to Spokane and long story short I was staying with her for a couple of days so it was good and I didn't want to make her feel like she had to change plans on me or anything like that, so. And that was not too crazy about staying with my brother-in-law's place. I've seen it and it was just too tiny that there's nowhere I could be able to sleep in. It's kind of like a very cylinder small room, so it's just enough for one person to sleep in. So that's all. I just feel like I'm not sure if I just feel like coming here was kind of a mistake, but even though I got some things that needed to be done, needed to be taken care of, so that's not all for nothing. So just because now, again, like I said, spending quite a bit of money. Now I'm spending another over $100 for another night in here right now, and spending well over $200 for the Greyhound bus. And I was checking the flights, even for like a one-way. Somehow they want me to pay for like a 300 or 400 or 500, 600. It's just like for a one-way. That's just highway robbery right there. So it made it harder to try to figure out, like, okay, how am I supposed to get back to Arizona? They're jacking up the prices of everything all over again. It's just kind of weird because, like, it wasn't so expensive when I was coming here in Seattle from Arizona. But somehow, when trying to get out of Arizona or Seattle, it's like, no, they want you to pay a lot more. Pretty interesting, especially because, I've realized too that, say, you want to go from Seattle to Los Angeles, you'll be spending a lot more than you would be if you were going from Seattle to Phoenix, which is weird because Los Angeles is a little bit slightly closer than Phoenix itself. But then again, I don't know. I don't know anything about how flights manage their prices. I mean, I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about. I also want to say too that my partner that lost my spouse really missed him. I didn't want this. I didn't want him to die. I missed all the good stuff that we had together. And even though we both had different thoughts about how things were going between us, the negative, all the good stuff, I won't forget that. I won't deny that he has taught me a lot of things that I'm very grateful for. I was very grateful for everything he's done for me. So, I'm not gonna forget that, and I really hope that he's forgiven me. I really do.